We're at Heydays bright and early in the morning. We're at the Polaris booth. Now look at the excitement. There's a lot of people milling around in there, checking out what's new with Polaris. Let's go check it out. You know, one thing at Polaris is the 7S display in the Ride Command. If you haven't had a chance to try the Ride Command or 7S display, it's a game changer in the industry. There's so many cool features you can do. What Polaris really strives is you don't have to have your cell phone connected. So these things will communicate with each other. You can go in and set up rides. You know, what I like about the Ride Command is being able to link with other riders. So you find yourself not having to turn around checking your group. I can look down. A lot of times if we have, you know, a bunch of sleds and sleds without this, I always try to have one of my guys with the 7S bring up the back. And as long as I see them moving, I know we're all good. There's just so many cool key features with this. Check out the 7S display, the Ride Command from Polaris. When you think of Polaris, you definitely got to remember racing. That's big in their heritage, is the racing end of it. We have the new snowcross sled, and a lot of people are like, oh, you know, there's really no changes, but these guys got these things working so well. Talking with Tom Reger Jr., he was saying that this is the first time that they're able to go into the race season knowing what clutching, what mapping. They got these things so precisely dialed that they're so excited for that first race. He says, bring it on.
Really the biggest change we went after was durability in the front end. For 23, we put a longer spindle on. That caused some stress to the upper A-arm and the spindle itself. So this year we have a stronger A-arm. It's wider, gives it more clearance for the spring, and then it's a tapered fit for the upper ball joint to the spindle. That keeps that nice and tight, takes any of the flex out of it. Really that was the main thing. No real changes to the engine this year. We were really excited with how the 23 engine ran. So it's gonna be nice going into model year 24 season with the same engine package we've had, and we know where the clutching's at, and the teams don't really have to go try to recreate the wheel there. They can start where they finished last year. A couple other small reinforcements. The front torque arm, we put a cross tube through it. Again, these things are just going so fast today. These riders are so good that we just needed to fix a couple durability issues. But that's it for the model year 24, and we're excited for the race season.
David Fisher here in the Polaris booth at Heydays. Patriot Boost Assault 146. Weapon of choice, especially for me. Backcountry and a little bit of off-trail, on-trail action. This one's all accessorized out. Extra floodlights, RGB lit handguards, bumpers, mirrors, bags, you name it, it's got it. So a lot of you guys already know with Polaris we have the 7S display. It's awesome for keeping track with your group. Everybody can see each other, send messages, look at destinations and where you gotta be. Can't go wrong with a 7S. Like, it makes riding that much better.
Right here we got the Polaris 9R. You talk about a snowmobile that has filled the void for so many riders that are not sure about going to a boosted sled just yet, want a little bit more than an 850. The 9R has been easily one of my favorite snowmobiles. You got a 165 Matrix Slash, new colorway for 2024. Just 50 shades of blue, man. It's looking absolutely awesome. And there's a ton of other colorways in here that you all got to get into the Polaris booth and come check it out. So some exciting news that I am sure that all of you guys that are licking your lips about when your Polaris snowmobile is going to show up. I have just received news that they're going to make this time frame. So the cash back that you guys all think you're getting, that's not happening. These guys are gonna land on their date that they have told everybody their snow checks are gonna arrive. They are already, guys, so far ahead of their builds. Well over 70% of the snowmobiles for 2024 are already built. How many sleds are already being shipped to dealers, and how many at least 850s are already at dealers. I'm just here to tell you guys, this company is working their asses off to make sure you guys have the product when it matters. Let's get ready for winter.